The William Lacey Group were very fortunate to be asked to tender for this project at Brookwood Farm in 2002. The project was on hold for a number of years, and when we were asked to review our tender price, we were asked to consider the development as being a low carbon project, and we were asked to design to code level 5. And that was an aspiration at the time, going back about 2 years now, in 2008. So presented a huge challenge that we relished the opportunity to sort of investigate. We've approached this with relish, and the design and materials reflect the locality and locally sourced materials. The elements of construction, primarily we focused on a highly insulated building envelope with triple glazed windows, and the key elements to our design had to deal with airtightness, cold bridging.
The way you achieve code level 5 is basically through 9 fundamental parts of building process, and each one of those you have to score points. The more intricate the element, the more points you have to score. And what happens is you have to make sure that you've got all of the information early to enable you to gain the maximum amount of points. Once you've missed an element, there's no going back and saying, oh, we could have done this or we could have done that. So the importance is communication at a very early stage. There are 9 fundamental elements that you have to achieve points in. Some of that is in regards to supplying photovoltaics or renewable energy on the roof, rainwater harvesting, the amount of site waste that you produce on site, and all that has to be monitored throughout the whole process, and all that data has to be provided to the BRE to ratify that you have done what you set out to do.
I'm Graham Howarth, I'm from ICF Tech Limited. We're the contractor on this project to provide the structural walling element. Now, the important aspect of this system for our client is that they wanted a system that could be put up within a given time period. This project, 19 weeks. We were 1 day over, and that included some of the worst weather we had last year. So it's a system you can build all year round. Other important aspects is it's got a high thermal efficiency. Our native wall, which is just 250 mil thick, gives you a U value of 0.19. Other important aspects in terms of air infiltration, we can get down well below 1, which when you consider a standard house needs 10, you've got a very high performance walling system. In terms of speed of installation, it is very quick. A 5-bedroom house, such as the ones on these plots, they went up in just under 2.5 weeks. So it's a very quick, cost-effective, thermally high-performance building system.
My name is Mike Butterick. I'm the head of marketing at the Litchfield Group, and just to explain, we were the parent company for ICF Tech that built the walls, but we've also supplied the windows and the doors. So together we provide a good proportion of the whole building external envelope here. Now, in terms of the windows, they're quite different from the windows that you normally buy, in that the energy performance is exceptionally good. And the U value is 0.8. Now, what that means is that very little energy is lost through the windows. There are 5 chambers overall across the actual window profile, which is more than normal, and the reinforcement of the window system is normally done by steel or aluminium, but in this case we've used a cellular recycled polymer, which is very strong, but also is very high levels of insulation in itself, and so the reinforcement in this case is actually providing additional insulation for the window when normally it's the other way around, it's detrimental. The window is triple glazed, and it's a 36mm overall sealed unit. The entrance doors are quite unusual in that the overall thickness of the door blade in this case is 54mm, which is wider than what you would normally get from an entrance door. The core of the door is insulation, and the facings on the inside and the outside are engineered timber. So this is providing a very strong, robust, resilient door with a very good insulation value. But in addition, it's got 3 weather seals. and it's a double rebated door with 3 weather seals, and that's all to do with air tightness. And so again, hugely important to get a very airtight structure on these dwellings, and the front door is often the weakest link, but in this case we've got very good air tightness results from the entrance door.
The skills for the, we'll call the external envelope, it's not a difficult task. It's in a simplistic format, it's like putting Lego blocks together. I think by the time the guys had done the first couple, there was only actually like one team leader, and he could orchestrate the other guys to build it together. I actually think I could have done it myself. It was so easy. Lifetime homes, what that means is that anybody can move into the dwelling and basically stay there for their lifetime. So for example, in this particular house, the joists span from wall to wall, and that means that any of the downstairs walls can be knocked out at any point to create a different living space. In addition to that, in this particular house, we've got a wider staircase to enable a stair lift and a knockout panel to provide a lift to an upper floor. One of the other elements is this machine. This is a mechanical and heat ventilation recovery system. What that does, it takes humidity or warm air from rooms that create humidity and transports it to other areas to save on heating bills. All of the lights within the dwelling, they were all from low energy light fittings. They're all supplied by the same company, which is the Green Lighting Company. They're all compact fluorescents. The ones that we have fitted in these, they produce 18 watts of light. As you can possibly see, that's still quite bright. Another element is control of water. All of the taps or elements that use water have to be restricted. So all of the basin taps to wash hand basins are 2 litres, the kitchen taps are 4 litres, and the showers and baths are 6 litres. This gives a maximum output of 80 litres per person per day.
We were also asked to design 2 detached 5-bedroom houses in accordance with the Code Level 5 for the sustainable homes, and where the feature the photovoltaics, and also on these units they have solar thermal panels.
The biggest element, I think, is to really get involved early, talk to each other, work together as a team, because everything that you do impacts on the next person following, and in fact, if you don't get it down, as I mentioned earlier, you've missed it. You're not going to get a second chance at it.